Now sometimes over here in the Shiner Hole, we come across a gator. Now the gator we come across sometimes, she's pretty special. Her name is Jessie, and that's because of Jessie's trail that's in the corner of the Shiner Hole in front of you. You will find her there, either swimming around or laying in the tall grass that's there. But Jessie, she is missing a good chunk of her tail. Now with her missing a good chunk of her tail, it makes it harder for her to do things that other gators can do. One of those things that she struggles with is staying above the water. She can't stay above the water as long as the other gators can. She gets tired a little too quickly and then goes underneath the water to rest for a little and then come back up by pushing herself off the ground. Now we're gonna see if we can find Jessie over here. She has been exploring the Shiner Hole a little bit. She's even made it outside the Shiner Hole a couple times. Now you just might be able to see Jessie underneath the water if she's there. See if I can see her possibly in the grass somewhere over here. There's no Jessie, but we're gonna head over to Jessie's trail right now. Before you ask, no, that's not one of ours. But they were moving, I'm not gonna lie. Now this is Jessie's trail. This trail goes about 50 to 70 miles west towards Naples. But it doesn't exactly reach Naples. It just heads in the same direction. Now, we get all sorts of boats that come out here. And the main boats that can make it down this trail are other airboats, john boats, and mud boats. Now the reason why I say this is because Jessie's trail is really shallow all the way through. owns one of those 3 boats won't have to worry about damaging the boat as they're making it down the trail. Because those 3 boats can manage or get through shallow water pretty easily. I told you guys that not everywhere in the Everglades is deep water. Right here where we are is no deeper than 6 feet of water. I know this because of the plants that are here. These plants in the water here are known as spatterdocs, and they can grow no longer than 6 feet. If you go to a lake or a pond and you see these plants in that area, you know now that that area is not going to get deeper than 6 feet. And for whatever reason it is that you have to get in the water, most of you could probably stand in the water if you wanted to, or you might have to doggy paddle. It all depends really on how tall you guys are or how shallow the water is.
Los estabas buscando. Estabas buscando a Jessie.
No se llama Jessie.
Sí.
Claro que no.
¿Cómo se llama?
Gracias, tu nombre. Gracias.
Get to this side of the shiner hole. We're not really looking for a gator. If we happen to see a gator, great, but we're looking for a bird over here. Now the bird we're looking for is known as a purple cardinal. It is one of the most colorful birds that we have out in the Florida Everglades. Minus the peacocks you guys may have seen back at the park. And it's also not that big of a bird. little bird likes to hang out in the tall grass only because their dens are in the tall grass.
The bird. I think it's one of those vultures he was talking about. It's on one of the branches.
Now this little bird got its name because once it hatches out of its egg, it looks like a dark purple baby chicken. As it gets older, it turns into a light brown colored bird, and then that light brown colored bird slowly develops the colors of the adult gallinal either on its chest or underneath its wings. Now honestly, I don't know how long it takes for them to get their adult colors, but I'm gonna say it really doesn't take that long. It probably takes them about 3 or 4 months for them to get all their colors.
Pescadito. No puedes, gorda.
Now, for those of you who are wondering if we see snakes out here, we definitely do. Now, we won't really see a lot of snakes in the daytime. You're gonna see more snakes at night, especially after it rained. Now, if you do come across a snake in the daytime, don't get too close to that snake. Don't try to mess with it. Don't try to pick it up. Nothing. Because you don't know if that snake you happen to come across is venomous or not. If it is venomous and it bites you, you have 20 minutes to get to the hospital. Because that's how long it takes for the venom to affect your system.